Welcome to Off the Ranch. Today Meredith is helping me get wheels on this Corvette and take it for a drive, right? Nope. Oh wait, no. Today I'm helping Meredith build concrete countertops. Also epic in its own right. You know what we could do? Instead of building concrete countertops, we could just use these as our countertops, right? I mean, a little stains, they're clean up, right? They might not work. So we're gonna actually use these to make the concrete countertops. We have never made them before, but we looked it up on the internet. It seems doable. It's gonna be for Bunker Branding 2.0, and we're making 2 of them? Yeah, and they're for bathrooms, right? Both of them? So we're making bathroom countertops out of concrete. We thought the look is really cool. Well, assuming ours look like the pictures we saw. We think the look is really cool, plus we like kind of the do-it-yourself, how-to kind of stuff. And so we're hoping we can do it ourselves, save a little money, and get a really cool final product out of it. So first we're gonna make forms out of this stuff and some screws, and then we have a sink. I don't know, we're using the width, so you're gonna walk up to the sink like this, and there'll be a sink on one side and just a flat spot on the other. Is that the plan?
Yes.
Okay, so let's cut this board. Easy peasy. This board is called melatonin. Just kidding. It's called melamine, which is weird. I don't know anything about it, but it's got like particle board, compressed board inside, and then a hard waterproof coating on the outside. So it works good for putting concrete on it because concrete won't stick to it, and we'll get a pretty nice flat surface, which shouldn't really matter because it's the underside of the sink, but we want the edges to be nice and flat as well. Meredith, I just noticed your shoes are not OSHA approved.
I just said I was gonna go change.
I noticed because she noticed. Yeah, it's probably good before you slice a toe off. Your shoes will definitely help. Addie's are less good than yours though. Okay, so this will go under our countertops. The countertops are gonna be 3 inches tall, plus this, plus a little extra room on the side for us to not have to overflow. So let's just make it 5 inches for the sides all the way around. So we're making 2 of those, right? And so we'll need 4 of the big sides and 4 of the small sides. We're drawing all those out, and then we will cut them right now. Hey, we needed to idle the ZR1 for a little bit to test out some gauges. So it's idling. It's not very quiet. But while we were doing that, we went ahead and built this one box. All we did was use the brad tacker just to get it up together. We're gonna put the bigger screws in as well. Now we need to build this box as well. Be right back. It's too loud to film and do this. We'll be back when the car's off. One of you guys sent me this. This is one of the Demolitia's companies, and it's a cool little kit, a lot of neat stuff. And one of the things that's in it is this little thing where you can actually set the depth of your drill bit. So I set it to the exact depth I want it, and it has a little countersink thing there. So you can see our screws a little bit longer, so it'll extend a little further, but this way it won't crack that and then leave any weird imprints in the concrete from screws bulging that wood. Definitely overkill and not needed, but I haven't tried them yet. It seemed cool, so we're gonna give it a whirl. Thank you, Demolitia, for being awesome. Look how nice and flush they are. So good. That's cool. Neat little tool. I like that. Oh. Pressure's on. Don't mess this up. She hasn't messed up any until I start filming. Nice. All right, so now we could just fill this with concrete right now, but then we wouldn't have a place for a sink. So we need to build another thing in the middle, which will keep our concrete from going where our sink will go. We need a sinkhole. So we'll have a sinkhole here, and the rest of it will all be concrete. So we need to build more forms taking up the middle space to keep that concrete out. Here is the underside of the sink, and I've drawn a line where we're gonna have those forms. So it'll be like that. So that'll keep concrete out of all that part inside the blue, and concrete will be all on this part, and that's what the sink will actually rest on. So we need to start measuring and cutting, what is this? It's like 7 sides that will make up, no, it's more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's exactly 7 sides that'll make up the area around the sink. Sweet. So this is our rough cuts on where the sink will go. Meredith says she wants the sink to start 2.5 inches from the front. So the front of the concrete is going to be right here on the inside of this. I'm trying to figure out how far we want it from the side. The sink will be off-centered over there, and then there'll be a nice little section here. So that's the outside edge of our form there.
This is the outside edge?
Yep.
Okay.
The form will be right here on the inside.
So we need it like 12 inches from the side.
Perfect. We had initially put the side of the sink there a foot away, but then it made it to where it was just like barely off-centered, so it looked like we just couldn't measure. So we decided to scoot it over. Now it's 7 inches away. That should be good. Okay, 2 problems. The first problem is Mare's dying of allergies. Hey, yes. You should go back inside. And the other one, I can't get this spatially to make sense and work. I'm not sure if we lock it down that it's gonna even be right, so we're gonna do something else. We're gonna use this. We still have some sheet aluminum, and so we're just gonna do this. I'm gonna put some hard bins in it so it'll kind of make it around. Probably have to double it up since this is not gonna be long enough. I think this is going to work, and I think we should have started with this because this was a much better plan. Also, Meredith, for my birthday, I want a sheet metal bender.
Cool.
A big one. Because we had to bend door panels out of this stuff, and so it was really long bends, and it was so hard. They have machines that just do it. You just tell it where you want to crease. It just bends it. Oh, this one's supposed to be a 90, isn't it? So I need to go a little further.
How often do you actually need that?
All the time. Just always out here bending metal. Okay, I think we got them pretty well. We need to cut one more little piece to fit on that section, but that should be the perfect size for the sink. You like? Cool. Giddy up. Okay, we connected another piece in here, and I didn't have any short screws, so we use those giant sheet metal screws. Okay, we got it. Careful, careful. Don't cut your fingers. Link, what do you think? I cannot wait for you.
What is this supposed to be?
It's supposed to be the perfect place to wash your hands after you poop. Perfect. Now we just need to build one more. We have them both mocked up here. We actually use these things that I cut out just to hook them down to kind of keep these things in one place. Now what I need to do is go around and caulk all the edges. So you actually run a little bit of caulk all around, and that makes it to where the corners of the concrete are smooth-ish, and it makes it so nothing seeps out. I'm gonna caulk the edges of this as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna get to laying down some caulk, and be right back. Okay, 2 forms complete. You can see that the edges are all caulked there, and I also caulked around that, and then I put some wood on there and a weight just to kind of help hold that thing down so it doesn't move any while the glue dries. Same thing over here, all done. Now we basically just wait for it to dry. I'll see you guys back very soon. Oh, hey, we're back. Also with a problem. Oh, hey, good morning. I mean, good day, Meredith. Good day. It's not really morning anymore. So I spent about an hour cutting out kind of like, it's just metal, but it's kind of like rebar in like a slab. Just gives a little bit of structural rigidity to the concrete. And I spent a lot of time doing it, doing all these bends so that it would stay up off. And I didn't really worry about keeping glue, the caulk, off the bottom of this because I thought it's the bottom, it's the underside, no one will ever see it. Then Meredith walks out here and goes, hey, that's the top. We're actually flipping it over.
I told you to make the caulk all smooth.
So I did make the caulk all smooth when I was doing it on the sides because I thought that's the only part that would show. Meredith's like, hey, we're making countertops. And then she didn't actually tell me anything about it. It's like, see ya. She went back in the house.
That was a bit of an exaggeration.
She went back in the house because she was having allergies. But
so all I left you to do was caulk it.
Yeah.
And I told you it has to be smooth.
But you didn't tell me we were flipping it. You left out one key thing. I had no idea. No idea.
I mean, if you listen to what I said, then...
You didn't say it. That's the thing. Sorry, guys. We're having a fight. I'm definitely right. She's definitely wrong.
Get this out of here.
So we're actually going to use all that, but we're going to have to chop all these bins off because those are touching. And I didn't think it'd be a big deal because that'll probably be showing under the concrete if it was on the other underside. But now since that's the top, that is a big deal. So we're going to have to do it a little different. But we're going to scrape the excess caulk around here that would be showing on the top. Try to make it nice and smooth since there's more information that I didn't know about yesterday when I was doing this by myself.
What did you not understand of make the caulk smooth?
I don't know, maybe it's gonna be totally upside down from what you would think. So we got a little more work to do now to make this work. I spent an hour out here this morning getting everything ready, chopping rebar. It's been a hard day for me, okay? And you just come in here and mess it all up. Link, who would you say is right? Me or mom?
Daddy.
Yeah! If you ask either of our girls, they always say mommy. All this stuff, I didn't realize. And we have to sand it, right? I mean, we sand it a little bit.
I don't think it's gonna sand that much.
I have no idea.
I mean,
yeah.
that might be okay. This is not.
Yeah.
Which I don't really know what to do about.
I don't know, but I'm not doing this ever again. I'm done. You know, I'm done just doing any handy stuff ever. It's the worst. I think we are ready to pour. We went ahead and just scraped as much of the caulk that was on the actual bottom off. And worst case, we just sand a lot if it looks bad. Or get like a, I don't know, a wheel with some sandpaper on it. Just bzzz, I don't know. That's what we got right now. So what we're gonna do, mix up some concrete. We're gonna pour like half of it in. How thick are we making these? 3 inches? Pour like half of it in, and then we're gonna set the rebar on top of that, and hopefully it'll be thick enough that the rebar won't sink. I'm scared about that. And then we pour the rest of it in.
I think it'd be fine.
That's what we said about our lounge chairs that we tried to make too. Do you remember that? Our pool lounge chairs?
That is the only project that I have ever started and not finished.
I know, but I still have nightmares about that. We tried to make all wooden, what are they called? There's the name for them, right? Chase lounge chairs. Yeah, we tried to make all wooden Chase lounge chairs, but we bought bad wood basically, and so every screw we put in there, it just cracked, and it was just like, Mare and I spent a day and a half.
A million tiny pieces to it.
Yeah, so we threw in a burn pile and burned them.
It's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
Whew, one done. You happy?
One done,
No,
one
I'm
to
happy.
go.
I do see why now you wouldn't want this to be the top. Also, the stuff we're using is not actually made for countertops, but they didn't have the stuff we needed and they said this would work. We'll see if they are right or not. I don't know. This may be a fail. It might be one of those nailed it things where you put like the perfect one and then ours next to it. It just looks like terrible. But Demolition Ranch out in the woods could use some sinks if it doesn't work for the bunker. So we'll just put them out there.
Cool.
I think what we got going is as good as you and I can do it. It looks like it's higher on this side than it is on that side. We probably should check level real quick. So we don't have like 4 inches on one side and 2 on the other or something. But I think it all went well. That was 120 pounds of concrete went into this one. And we're gonna mix up some more, do the same for that. We did it. Well,
we'll see.
We did something. We don't know if we did it. We were sitting here picking these up and bouncing them just to kind of settle everything out, to let the bubbles kind of come up to the top, which will actually be the bottom. And it reminded me, and I don't think you saw this, when they were doing both the slab at the new bunker and the big slab on the back porch, they had this machine that would just like vibrate, and they would stick it down like 2 feet deep in the concrete, and it would just, and it was just to make all the little air bubbles come up to the top. It's pretty cool. So anyway, probably should have one of those. No, I think it's fine with our skinny thin one that we're doing here. Should be fine. So now we wait, and we're severely disappointed tomorrow when we open these up and it looks like crud.
I think it's like dates.
Yeah. I would probably say, I mean, like, you can walk on concrete the next day, but it's not fully cured for like a week on slabs. So I would say probably 3 days or something.
I also saw something that we need to cover it.
Why? You know what? We should know how to do this before we start it. But the only way to learn something is to try it, right? And we may fail. We may succeed. It might be amazing. We might have saved a lot of money.
That's kind of our jam, is to just start it and figure it out.
Figure it out. And sometimes get super frustrated. I just have a sinking feeling that this might be one of those projects we get like really frustrated on. Because we just put 2 days of work into it, and then we had to throw away some super heavy thing. 160 pounds of concrete times 2. Yes.
Will it turn out amazing and Matt starts a new channel called Concrete Ranch? Will it turn out good enough and we say, yeah, that'll do? Will it turn out terribly and Matt burns down the barn? You'll have to tune in next time to find out, because we're supposed to let it cure for like 4 days. Hey, I'm trying to make a video over here and you dummies are just over here making noise and play. Oh my gosh, you're so cute though. Look at that little face. Hi, bud. Yeah, you're cute too. You are, but you're so cute. I'm sorry, the younger one's always cuter, Remy. You know how it is. You were the young one once. God, look at that cute little puppy, little wiggle butt. I just love little wiggle butts. Everyone made fun of me last time because my voice changes when I talk to puppies. Yeah. That's true, but look, how can you not talk funny when you see a little wiggle butt like that? I just like wrinkly faces and little wiggle butts. Look how cute he is. Ooh, you like that Zydax computer? It's pretty sweet, right? Pretty cool. Demo's doing good. Growing up, got another set of shots. Actually, no, I already told you that. He got a set of shots right before the last video about him. Look at his little wrinkly eyebrows. You're so cute. I just love you, new puppy. He's pretty good. Not very good at potty training. Pretty much pooping and peeing all over the place whenever he wants. But we're gonna keep him. Oh, hi, do you need attention? I'm sorry. Another updates, my gaming computer is pretty good, except I hit the screen with something the other day. Just banged it right there, and now, I don't know. I mean, I think I have enough screen though that, I mean, it's only annoying. Everything still works. I can still do stuff over there. It's just, it's so frustrating. I was just moving something and I went boom, and I was like, oh, it's fine. And then when I turned it on, I saw that it was definitely not fine. Oh well. Hey, I wanted to ask you guys for a little help. Kenny Chesney right now has a new album that just came out a few days ago called Here and Now. And Kenny Chesney is in a battle with Drake for the #1 spot for albums right now. And it ends tonight. So if you have any interest in checking out Kenny's new album, which is pretty good, I might add, go check it out. I actually have been to one of his concerts, been backstage. Mary and I were on the stage while he was playing. Super cool. We got the whole backstage experience. We met Old Dominion, hung out with those guys, and they put on an awesome concert, and Kenny put on an awesome concert. So I wanted to help him out. Right now he is neck and neck with Drake, and I want country music to prevail. So if you are a Demolitia member who loves country music, let's get Kenny to the top spot. I'll put a link in the description below. I get nothing from this at all, except that I want to see country music get that #1 album spot. Tonight's the night, last night to buy it to get in the rankings. So, link in the description. Thanks for helping out. Let's show them how tough the Demolitia is. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna open those up. I think we have to wait 3 or 4 days. We're gonna open those things up. Cross our fingers. I bet it's gonna look bad. I just have a feeling. We didn't use the right stuff. We didn't know what we were doing. I have a feeling it's gonna look terrible. We'll find out. Thank you guys for watching Off the Ranch, Construction Ranch. This is Construction Ranch. I love you, and I'll see you next time.
Oh. Hey, what camera is that? Number...
Shut up! Don't tell Mare.